All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol HYLN, Hyliion Holdings Corp. Before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all my subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. So, Hyliion was in a very bearish run for some time. I mean, it hit a high here of about $54 and some change before the merger, and then the highest point that it's reached was 58 and some change. So those numbers haven't been seen anytime soon right now, but those are the most important numbers to see Hyliion hit new highs and hit newer resistance levels. Since $54, it's been in a very bearish run. It hit lows here of about 26.26, and it recently just touched those numbers about a couple hours ago, 26.32. Something important here is if it breaks through 26.26, this will start to see newer lows. It'll hit newer support levels, and it'll break further away from the 50-day moving average. So that's important to keep in mind. 26.26 is one of the most important support levels here. Now, in this slight recovery that we see here, and it broke through the 50-day moving average and the tug of war was happening, the highest point reached was up here at 30.30. That number is very important as well right now in the short term for the bulls to hit newer highs. So that's another number to keep in mind and pay close attention to if this starts to work its way up in an upward direction. But right now, we're in bearish territory, and the bears are going to try to hit these newer lows as they've already done today. They reached a newer low after the recovery at 26.31, 32 range, and then since that point there's been a slight recovery and it's back up here at 26.97, but the bulls need to come in heftier and stronger to bring this up. So let's look at our new resistance levels and our new supports so that we can pay close attention to what's going to happen next week. Now, this is within the last couple of hours, so we want to keep these numbers in mind for Monday on how this starts to play out and how the day goes. Now, the tug of war is going to still be interesting here in between the resistance and the support, but the most interesting tug of war was going to be anywhere up here around this area because it kept bouncing around the 50-day moving average, and someone was trying to get control over one or the other, and the bears have definitely dominated this now, and they've brought it down further away from it. The question is, will they continue to have this leverage and this control, or are the bulls going to come in hefty and strong and start to work their way up? So the first thing that the bulls need to really focus on aiming towards is 28.03. That's the 50-day moving average. 28.03 lets us know on what side of the chart we're in. Are we in bearish territory or are we in bullish territory? When we're above it, it's bullish. When we're below it, it's bearish. Right now, we're in bearish territory. So 28.03 is where you'll know that the bulls are starting to gain control. So they don't have any control anywhere below this. They have momentum and leverage to start working their way up, but until they get past 28.03 and back into bullish territory, they have no control over the chart. So before getting there, they have to break through this resistance level. And this is the highest point in this slight recovery, and that's 27.21. So at 26.97, the bulls need to actually work their way up, break through 27.21, turn that into a support, and start to hit newer highs to start to work their way up to the 50-day moving average. One important thing here is this does not signify breaking through 27.21 that the bulls have gained control. This just gives us a sense of direction as investors where the stock is heading, and are the bulls actually using this momentum and leverage to continue a rally to work their way towards their goal of breaking through 28.03 and getting back into bullish territory. So 27.21 is the start of the catalyst for the bulls to start to gain control, but it does not mean that they've gained control. So they need a break through 27.21, turn that in support so they can start to work their way up to newer resistance levels and newer highs. On the other hand, we have our support. And this support level is what the bears want to break through and pull this stock further away from the 50-day moving average in a downward direction. And this resistance has been formed if the bulls lose control and the bears are able to break through it. So 2630 can turn into a resistance if the bulls lose control, as they've created this momentum, and the bears tear this one down. So this support level is 2630, and if it gets crossed, it'll turn into the new resistance as the bears continue to tear this one down. So this could be a resistance if the bears break through it. That's their goal. That's what they want to do. They want to break through this support and turn it into a resistance, stopping and inhibiting the bulls from coming back up and trying to tear this one down to newer lows. So if 2630 does get broken through, pay very close attention to how this is reacting, because the bears are trying to pull it further away from the 50-day moving average. We're already in bearish territory. That just signifies that we're going deeper into bearish territory and that this could be on its way down to newer lows and newer support levels. And again, 2626 is the lowest point here reached in the bearish run, and that's 4 cents away from it. If this gets crossed, I'd pay very close attention to how quickly it's getting closer to 2626 and to newer lows. And are the bulls even trying to reappear to stop this from hitting newer lows, or trying to bring this back up? As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. If you feel inclined and encouraged to, you're more than welcome to. But also, don't forget to click on the bell. By clicking on the bell, you turn on all notifications to not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. Don't forget to hit the like button and let me know you watched this video. And thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. At the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up video. In that video, I'll be talking and discussing about the S&P 500 index and how it's been rising several points on scheduled specific dates. On those dates, the S&P 500 index is rising those several points, and within it, there's individual ticker symbols rising anywhere from 30 cents to $3 per share due to the fact that the Federal Reserve is pumping the markets. That's an opportunity for us as investors to maximize profits and minimize losses. It's a video discussing about the opportunity to maximize these profits. It doesn't guarantee profits. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold any stocks or anything individually. I'm just talking about it overall and showing how the charts are actually confirming how it's been rising and how these scheduled pumps are affecting the market, and also these individual ticker symbols. You have to do your research and due diligence, but check it out. I go into more detail about it in the video. Click on the link. It's about to pop up. It's going to pop up in the moment if it hasn't already. And thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.